Welcome to Memphis Light Gas and Water's Power Up Memphis. I'm your host, Gail Jones Carson, the Director of Corporate Communications for Memphis Light Gas and Water. I want to welcome you to our new project, sponsored by Memphis Light Gas and Water. The aim of Power Up Memphis is to take you on an inside tour of MLGW. And by doing so, we can all better understand not only how we function as your utility provider, but you will also learn how much MLGW cares about you, our customer. Today, we're going to be talking to J.T. Young, MLGW's new president and CEO. Also, we're going to learn more about the benefits of MLGW's prepaid program. We greatly appreciate you joining us today, and we hope that you will learn a great deal about Memphis Light Gas and Water's programs. Welcome to Memphis Light Gas and Water's Power Up Memphis. Today, my guest is going to be Jarl J.T. Young, who is our new president and CEO. His first day on the job was Monday, March 19th. Welcome, J.T.
Thank you.
We are so pleased and happy to have you at Memphis Light Gas and Water. We've already received so many positive comments from employees. They were very impressed with you when we had our meet and greet Monday, so you've made a wonderful impression.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
So let's start with, what made you interested in Memphis Light Gas and Water?
Well, when I heard about the opportunity, I thought about the community. And the community's reputation is so rich, and the history is just awesome. So I had never, believe it or not, been to Memphis. So I will say that. So hearing about the opportunity, I was intrigued. I had heard a little bit about the company. In fact, I had met an employee, one of the employees several years ago at a conference. And so I was really intrigued by coming to the community and being a part of this community. And then when I heard about the nature of the business, you know, electric, gas, water, I was just intrigued by the fact that those are such essential, vital elements to sustaining a quality of life. I was just intrigued that there was an entity that did that and did it in such a great way. I just wanted to be a part of the team, so I was excited about it.
Okay, so and that is one of the things that many people who move to Memphis find very beneficial, that the electric, gas, and water is under one roof, because in most cities you have 3 bills or 4 bills or 2 bills or whatever. But my experience with people who move here, they find it is very beneficial. So let's talk about where you're from and some of your experience. I know that you have 35 years of utility experience in a wide range of areas. So could we just talk about some of your experience?
Sure. My background, you know, of course, I had an undergraduate degree in engineering, and I started working at a nuclear plant, actually, a TVA facility that was under construction, and got some experience there, which is really, really awesome to be able to learn about how all that worked. And then I had some opportunities at another company that's now Duke Energy Florida to do some power delivery, what we call distribution opportunities. And then I crossed over into the marketing area even while I was still there, and then had a chance to move back home, which is Pensacola, and work for Gulf Power, which is part of Southern Company. And I spent the bulk of my 35 years, 29 of those years, with Gulf Power and Southern Company. And so during those years, I had opportunities to be in marketing and customer service, information technology, had a chance to do corporate services, risk management, land, also did some strategic planning, so a variety of things within the utility umbrella. I must say, though, that I've been most intrigued over my tenure by just the whole customer touch piece, and how important that is for our communities and our citizens. And so I spent a lot of time focused internally on customers. That was primarily during the IT time, but then I spent a good bit of time with our external public, doing touches with our external customers, and that was just a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it.
Okay, so I do know that when the search firm was looking and reaching out for specific kinds of candidates, one of the focus was customer service. So could you just tell us what your philosophy is about customer service, and and what do you need? What will you be bringing to Memphis Light Gas and Water to our customers regarding customer service?
Well, I say all this in recognition that Memphis Light Gas and Water has been serving customers for a long time, coming into existence in 1939, and so I know that there's a lot for me to learn, even here, about customer service, and I'm looking forward to that. But for me personally, one of the things that I try to stress is in every decision we make and everything we do, our customers have to be at the forefront of our decisions. It has been my experience in the business that customers are oftentimes referred to as ratepayers, and I'm going to do my best to try to keep from using that term because they are customers. And I think when you think about the customer, I use this example. If you walk into a retail establishment, the moment you walk in that door, you become a customer. You don't have to transact business. They treat you as a customer, or at least they should, because of the potential that you bring and the value that you bring. Even those people who don't pay our bill, they're not a customer of record, but they exist in the homes or the businesses that we serve. I believe we should think of them as customers. So when we decide make an investment, when we decide on what to do with an offering or any of those things that we do, day-to-day things in every aspect of our business, I really want us to be thinking about how does this impact our customers and the customer's experience. Our customers are experiencing things today that they didn't experience 5, 10 years ago. Companies like Amazon and others have changed the dynamics of what expectations are for our customers. So I think it's important for us to make sure that we're in line with that and that we're aligning the services we provide to make sure those customer experiences are exceptional. So that's a big deal for me.
Okay, so just based on observation these last few days since you've been here, it seems that you are really tied into servant leadership. Mm-hmm. And so could you talk to us a little bit about servant leadership and some of the direction that you've given your executive staff regarding basically servant leadership?
Well, leadership establishes culture. And so it is my objective to ensure that all of us as leaders within the industry or within the company are making sure that we are leading by example. And it doesn't mean that we are perfect. You know, Lord knows I'm not. And I would say that it's important, though, for leaders to recognize that as we seek to establish a culture that exudes customer service and customer value, that we find ways every day as leadership to employ that with the people that we lead. I have a huge emphasis on, as you said, servant leadership. Leadership is important because employees take their cue from leaders, and sometimes those are good cues, sometimes those are bad cues unintentionally. So what I've asked our leadership to do, and we'll continue to ask our executives in particular to do, is to be conscious of the way in which we engage with our people. I think we need to make sure we focus on people development, and when we serve, I feel like I'm here as a servant. I'm here to serve our employees as well as our customers. And so my general philosophy is my reason for being here, and really every leader's reason for being in their role, is to make sure that every employee has the resources they need to be successful. We hire people that are competent. We hire people that know what they're doing. So we're not necessarily here to be, if you will, the boss. We're really here, I think, to provide an environment that allows our customers to maximize, our employees to maximize their potential. When an employee can do that, when our teammates can maximize their potential, the earlier thing I said about our customers can be achieved because they have the resources they need, they have the development that they need, they have the opportunities, the training that they need, so they can therefore go out and deliver the value that our customers need. But if we don't start with our people, we miss the boat. And so I think all our leaders should see themselves, we all should see ourselves as really as servants to make this environment better for our teammates.
Okay, so based on your experience that you've spelled out, pretty much it's been in the private sector. Mm-hmm. So how do you see this transition to working for now government? Because Memphis Light Gas and Water is a division of Memphis City government. Mm-hmm. We are a government entity. So will you, you know, I worked at Federal Express for like 16 years. And when I left there to go work for the city of Memphis, it was a major culture shock for me. The entire change, the mindset, it was just a major difference for me that I did quickly adjust to. So how do you think that your adjustment to government is going to be?
Yeah, so you're right. I mean, I know there are some differences between the way the private sector operates and the government operates, but what I've tried to look for in these first few days, I've tried to look for what's common, and I've started there. And not to be redundant, but what's common is our people and the fact that while both the government and the private sector, we have people, and then secondly, we serve our stakeholders. A big piece of our stakeholders are our customers, and so to me, those are common no matter whether you're with the government or private sector. What I would like to do, and I am trying to do, is to make sure that we are focused on being efficient in what we do, and not just seeing ourselves as a utility. Because I believe that it's important that we need to see ourselves as a value creator. And so when we recognize that, it might cause us to think differently about what we do or what we provide. And we're not just here to be reactive, we're here to be proactive, we're here to be innovative, we're here to think about and anticipate what our customer needs might be, not just today, what might they be in 5 years. And when you think that way, you understand that it's tough, but you understand that you have to convince people that you can't get ready for tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. You have to get ready for tomorrow today. And so part of what I'm trying to do, I'd love to do, is just make sure that we instill in this culture an understanding that that we have to be proactive, we have to be innovative and think strategically about and anticipating our customers' needs and our employees' needs. And all of that together, it's a big ship to turn, but it's important. And so I believe that that I can bring that to the table. Don't get me wrong. I mean, private sector doesn't get it right all the time. It's been my experience over my career that we missed the boat plenty of times. But at the end of the day, we're still here for the same purpose. We're still here to bring value to those that we serve. And so I'd like to try to make sure I find ways to do that in a positive light.
Well, I know one of the things that you talked about with your executive team is transparency.
Mm-hmm.
So could we just talk about that for a minute, your expectations from Light Gas and Water on being transparent to our customers? Yeah,
so I start with, I'm just really, and have always thought of myself, I'm blessed to be able to be in an industry that provides such vital services. And so what I've tried to convey to our executive team, and I look to convey to all our employees, is that we have to operate with integrity. And I know we do, and I don't say this to say we haven't been, but I will tell you that will be a huge focus going forward. We have to operate with, ethically, with integrity, and in so doing, we have to be willing to be transparent. Transparency builds trust. If you can if we can help our customers understand the whys behind the whats, in other words, why we're doing what we're doing, oftentimes that provides, it becomes a trust builder. And so I believe that we should work internally and externally to be very open. Anytime we go and we request something, if we ask for, whether it's additional funding or whether it's additional investments that we need to make, I just believe we've got to make sure people know why we're doing it. What's going to be the benefit of that? Internally, I think employees deserve to know the whys as well. When we make decisions, whether it's a change in direction or we need to explain to employees the whys behind that, because again, we hire bright people, competent people, and they deserve to know as part of the team what's going on. If you want everyone's full commitment and buy-in, then we have to be transparent as a leadership. And when leaders are transparent, expressing vulnerabilities, when we make mistakes, we fess up, we own it, we say, that was not a good decision. We learn to apologize, but we have to be open with our team and make sure they understand why we're doing what we're doing, so we can get them on board to help us.
Okay, there was an article in a publication or a news story that in the headline talked about you wanting to have our customers return trust to us. And so I tweeted that story, and one of the persons on Twitter said, did a meme and said, good luck, something along those lines. And I thanked the person, and I informed the person that, number one, you've just gotten here, that you have a lot of customer service experience, that you're going to try to take us to the next level and return that trust. And she was very appreciative of your goal to do that. So, President Young, we are happy to have you here. We're hoping that, and we know that you will, and what I told her, that you have goals to achieve regarding customer service, and then I believe that you will achieve those goals. And when you do that, that will be beneficial for our customers. And customers will learn to love Like Gas and Water.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you choosing Like Gas and Water as your place of work and Memphis as your place of home.
Well, I'm honored to be here. Looking forward to getting engaged and involved. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Memphis Like Gas and Water's Power Up Memphis. My guest now is Tanya Driver McGowans, and Tanya is the section supervisor of the Downtown Credit Department. Welcome, Tanya.
Thank you, Gail.
And today we're going to be discussing prepay, which is a new program for our Memphis Like Gas and Water customers. But you must have a smart meter in order to be a participant of our prepay program. A few years ago, Memphis Like Gas and Water did a pilot program with the smart meters, and then after that was successful, the Memphis City Council approved Memphis Like Gas and Water to go ahead and do full deployment of our smart meters. And this has been very, very beneficial for our customers. Our utility theft has been decreased by 70% just by having smart meters. Our customers save money. Actually, they have saved like hundreds of thousands of dollars right now because the reconnect fee and the connect fee is less for our customers who have smart meters. So, and as of March 1 of this year, only 4% of our customers have opted not to have smart meters. So that is a very good success rate for us, and so customers are finding it beneficial for Memphis Like Gas and Water to provide smart meters for our customers. So Tanya, let's talk about the prepaid program, which is our customers are finding really, really beneficial for them.
Yes.
So could you explain to our viewers what the prepaid program is?
The prepaid program is a pay-as-you-go program, kind of like the cell phones when they used to let you pay for services and you use it, and once so many days have passed up or you don't have a credit any longer, your services are disconnected. Prepaid, same thing, utilities, pay-as-you-go. So as you use services daily, the credit that you have on your account, what you use is deducted from that credit. Most of our customers are right now on postpay.
Postpaid?
Postpaid.
Okay.
They use services, the meter is read, and they receive a bill that's due. With prepay, you don't have to worry about that because you're actually paying for your services daily as you use it. Prepay is also, I think, a good program for a lot of our customers because it gives some of our customers who have outstanding bills, some people have bills have gone over to collections. It gives them the second chance to either get the bill caught up in an easier kind of like payment plan, and it gives them the choice to pay a smaller amount instead of waiting for a bill to come and it's due on a date and it's $300. You don't have to worry about that because you know what you're using each day because it's coming from the credit on your account.
And so they get alerts on, say, this Monday, I don't get paid until Friday. And so I only got like $100. So I can buy $100 possibly that will take me to Friday till I get paid.
Take you to Friday or longer.
Okay.
That's exactly how it works.
So in order to get to participate in our prepaid program, so do they just pay a down deposit, or how would I get to be able to participate in this program?
I'm glad you asked, Gail. One thing that's good is there isn't a deposit required.
Which now our current deposit is about what,
$200.
$200. If you just for regular service, you pay $200 for a deposit. But if you get on prepay, you don't have to pay $200.
No, you only pay $100 startup credit.
There's a $100 startup credit.
Yes, that you benefit from.
So does that $100 immediately start going toward their purchase of utilities?
Yes. As soon as we start billing you, whatever you use that next day will come off of that $100 credit. So you're benefiting from that $100 credit. You also don't have any reconnection fees. You're not billed any late fees because you're paying as you go. So
if my services, like right now, I'm not on prepay, and if my services are disconnected, then I'm charged a reconnect fee. If I'm on prepay and my services are disconnected, or I run out of money and my services are disconnected, there is no fee associated with that.
No, you have to pay whatever you're indebted to MLG&W, and we do ask that you pay at least a $50 credit so you can last a longer period of time. But no, there's no reconnection fee, and you're actually connected within about an hour.
Well, I know now a lot of times we try to say, well, if you come in and you pay by a certain time of the day, then hopefully we can have your services on by 11 o'clock. But that depends on demand, if there are any emergency situations. But we do try to get them on, you know, before midnight if possible. But with prepay, if your services are disconnected, then within an hour, your services are reconnected.
Exactly.
And that's because it's done remotely.
Exactly.
Whereas without the prepay and without the smart meter, someone has to go out. We have to roll a truck and send somebody to reconnect those services. With the smart meters, we can disconnect and reconnect remotely.
Remotely.
So that is one of the benefits. Have you talked to any of our customers about what they think about the prepay?
Yes, I spoke with a young lady yesterday. She called because she wanted more information. She's actually on the program, but she wanted to understand it. And after I told her the benefits of it, she was just totally excited. She said, I think more and more people will get on the program. One of the benefits, when I was saying about a person who has a debt with the company, say you have a debt that's in collections with MLG&W. Normal process is if you come into the community office, you have to pay that debt in full.
And then get your services restored.
Exactly, but you also have a $400 deposit because you have a debt with MLG&W.
Okay, so that deposit increases from $200 to $400 if you have a debt to us, owe us a debt.
In collection.
In collection.
So with prepay, if you owe us $1,000, you can pay 25% of your debt, $250 toward that old debt, and pay $100 startup credit to get on prepay. And again, the $100 startup credit is something you're benefiting from. You're only paying $250 towards your old debt. The debt that's left, the $750, we're going to put it on your prepay account. And as you make payments on your prepay account, 25% of each payment goes to post toward that debt to decrease it. So you're actually paying off your debt in smaller increments and over a longer period of time, just based on how you pay your account.
So that's just another wonderful payment plan that we have for our customers. And I have checked payment plans that other utilities offer their customers all over the country. And Memphis Light, Gas, and Water has some of the most liberal payment plans in the country. And let me ask you this. So some people have questioned, is this something for customers who have low income, or can anyone participate in this program? Is it beneficial to others as well as the customers who have the most challenges paying their bill?
Yes, it is beneficial to all of our customers. To new customers that are coming in, if you don't have credit, you may have to pay a $200 deposit. Well, with prepay, you can pay a $100 credit and get on prepay.
And that $100 immediately starts working towards your utility consumption.
Exactly. If you have an existing account with MLG&W and you may have a $600 bill and you want to switch to prepay, you can switch to prepay. You just pay 25% of whatever you owe us plus a $100 startup credit. if you have a bill in collections. Again, it works for everyone. And the thing that I love about it is you monitor what you're using, because you pay more attention when you're using something daily than you do when you're at home and you use services and you get this bill after 30 days and it's like, wow, I used $500. Well, the $500 may have come because you had a water leak. Or you had an issue going on that you didn't know about. With prepay, you'll know immediately something is going on because those smart meters are going to read your meters remotely every day. It's going to be read, it's going to show you what you're using, and then you know. So if you receive if you have a credit of $50 and then tomorrow it's down to $25, you know it's like, okay, something happened.
Okay, so how do customers know? Are they like getting alerts or text messages? Do they have to sign up for the My Account online and then they can monitor their usage?
We have text alerts, we have email alerts, we have voicemail alerts where they'll call you. You can even download the My Usage app where you can monitor what you're using yourself. You can go in and see the same thing I can see on a daily basis.
Okay, and speaking of the My Usage app, is that the MLGW app?
That's the well, that's a My Usage app that MLG&W use that, you know, tells us basically what the customer is using.
Okay, and so our customers, we ask you to download our MLGW app. It is free. You can get it on any smartphone, and there's a lot of useful information on there. You can even tell on the app if you're away from home. You can tell if your services are out, if there's an outage. So there's a lot of benefits for us to have the MLGW app available to our customers, and it is at no cost. Now, for customers who want to sign up for the prepaid program, Tanya, what do they need to do?
They can go into any of our 5 community offices and let the credit counselors know that they're interested in signing up for prepay. They have to go into the community office because we do require the $100 startup payment to be made that day.
Okay.
So that's the one requirement, and you will have to sign a prepay service agreement. Just gives you all the details about prepay.
Okay. So, Tanya, thank you so very much for coming out and sharing this wonderful customer information that's very, very beneficial for our MLGW customers. And for our viewers, please consider downloading the MLGW app, which provides you amazing beneficial information for you. And then also please consider signing up for My Account, which allows you to see your energy consumption, pay your bill online, and there's a lot of other wonderful information about light, gas, and water on there that's beneficial to you. Go to MLGW.com and you can sign up for My Account. And also remember, the MLGW app, it is free and it is available on all smartphones. Thank you very, very much for watching Memphis Light, Gas, and Water's Power Up Memphis.